Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fastest growing gear site on the web. Today we've got the HJC RPHA 12N. What's up, Speed Addicts fan? Before we get into the newer version of the RPHA 12, now with the N next to it. Before we get into all that from HJC, do us a favor, subscribe to the Speed Addicts channel. That way you are getting all of our gear reviews, our exciting Versus series, and some of our new exciting, super exciting. I said exciting twice. That's how exciting it is, people. The new tire shootout coming your way very soon, maybe even next week. Okay, subscribe. You got the point. If you're going to shop for HJC helmets, you should also do that over at speedaddicts.com. Again, we're the fastest growing gear site on the web. All HJC helmets will ship fast, free with the industry's best return policy. There's a link in the description below. It'll take you over to the RPHA 12N that we're going to talk about today. Do that. Or if you're going to shop in person, we've got something else for you. If you're in SoCal, visiting or otherwise, come to the first Speed Addict Superstore in Orange County, California with the world's greatest helmet wall, complete selection of HJC helmets and other awesome items from head to toe at the Speed Addict Superstore. You can even say hi to me and producer Matt. It will be exciting, double exciting. Okay, here we are back with the HJC RPHA 12N. So this is a retake of the RPHA 12 that was launched, probably a little bit more than a year ago. Okay, so here's the RPHA 11 Pro. This was very, very successful helmet from the folks at HJC. It's a sport helmet. It was light. It was track ready. It came with an extra face shield and pin lock insert. We like this helmet a lot, and they even did a lot of really sporty collaborations. HJC is good at that. Marvel stuff, all sorts of fun things on the RPHA 11 Pro, okay? They retired this and came out with an RPHA 12 that looks exactly like the one on the table, but it was missing a key ingredient. It was not ECE 2206, which meant it was a moot point for all of your track day enthusiasts who wanted a nice track-ready helmet to wear it for, you know, performance street riding or at the track. It was just a DOT RPHA 12, and that just wouldn't do. And HJC realized their error pretty quickly and got rid of, or is still in the process of getting rid of, those RPHA 12s and replacing it with this new RPHA 12N. Again, looks identical, but now it is carrying the ECE 2206. So we're going to do a full breakdown on the new RPHA 12N in today's video. It performs much like the RPHA 12 first version, but now it's carrying that better safety standard and is ready for track racing. No matter your organization in the United States, ECE 2206 should fly for them. Okay, so price tag. We're still at an affordable price for a premium track-ready sport helmet, $549 to $649 for the RPHA 12N, which is going to come in a variety of solid colors as well as exciting collabs, different graphics, cool stuff that's already selling out. It's already proven to be popular. And then we're going to have a carbon fiber shell construction, identical otherwise, but the carbon fiber shell is going to run you $699. That will be a few ounces lighter, and all the other good things that you get with the RPHA 12N will be translated. The composite version, the less expensive version, is their PIM EVO shell, intricate weave of fibers, carbon, glass, exciting composite stuff, or that full carbon. So those are your options. Now, on our scale, this size extra large weighed 3 pounds, 8 ounces. They're claiming 3.5 for the composite, which probably in a size small we would get to. Now, what's the delta? What's the difference between the old RPHA 11 Pro, which was exceptionally light? It's about 3 ounces lighter than the new one. Now, that tracks with everything we've seen from helmets going from ECE 2205 to 2206. They all gain about 3 or 4 ounces because they're adding material to pass the more stringent safety standards that come with that ECE 2206 label. So we're not surprised by that. It's not a big deal. It's just a few ounces, but something to consider. The RPHA 11 Pro was very, very light. This is still light, and the carbon fiber version of it is even better. So there's weight off the table here. So DOT ECE 2206, the fit is much like the RPHA 11 Pro. So if you had one of these, you like the profile. The great thing about this helmet is that it has a nice small footprint. It's not bulky. The shape of it is not elongated like a lot of the GP helmets that are coming out that are very long, like the big brother, the RPHA 1N. It's very long. And that might be fine for the track, but for street purposes, a little overkill. So you still get that similar shape here and profile. And a lot of helmets are getting quite wide. We're not getting wide here. We're still nice, compact, and there's not a big jack-in-the-box head on your shoulder. So keep that in mind. In terms of the fit, we found them to run the same. So the 11 versus the 12, with a slight caveat that the 12N, the newer 12N opening, is a little bit snugger on your way in, but that will make a better seal and benefit you in terms of noise, okay? So it's not a bad thing. Power through that. Once you get in the helmet, it's gonna run the same as this one, intermediate oval head shape. Size is extra small through to extra large. And I'd say, how does it run in general? Just a little snug. I would say it's kind of like a race fit. It's not even quite a half size. It's just, in terms of extra larges that I try on all the time, this one just fits a little bit snugger, which if you're gonna use it in a track day or very spirited street riding, is not necessarily a bad thing at all. What's changed? What's updated? We have new ventilation systems, so there's new redesigned vents. You notice they got rid of that kind of ugly forehead vent right in the middle. Completely new and improved face shield. This was a cheaper stamped face shield, not a fancy injection molded ECE 2206 approved face shield that we have here. And it had this metal piece here, or this metal mechanism that was spring loaded, multiple pieces. These were known to kind of come apart, and it was just a little on the flimsier side. So big update in terms of the face shield, better ventilation. The interior is new and improved. Those are a few of the big things. Now I can move you out of the way, and let's take a look at the ventilation. So still the signature kind of switches here for the vents. They are rubber coated with a little knob, so they are easy to work with gloves on. That's not an issue. They only have two settings though, all the way on or all the way off, whereas these ones, this was kind of a ratchet system that had probably like 5 or 6 settings, so it was more of a gradual on or off. So this is totally binary on or off, chin vent, no surprises there. These kind of little winglet vents here in the front are always on. We couldn't find a mechanism to shut them down, so you're always going to get a little bit of airflow here. Exhaust port on the back. You can kind of see these two holes that are going to pull that hot air out. So helmet's going to ventilate well in all sorts of different riding conditions. The EPS, ported and channeled, all that sort of stuff has been optimized and refined from the 11, so you can expect an upgrade in the ventilation. Big upgrade is the face shield. So that face shield was not my favorite. It had plenty of issues. This face shield is sturdier. It's got a lock over here built into the helmet on the side, so you can press to release it, or you can overpower that locking mechanism by just pulling it out and up a little bit more. The choice is up to you. You can kind of just go for it, or you can press this little spring-loaded button to pop it up. In terms of detent, you do have a nice demist setting, kind of a first setting to have it crack to get some airflow. After that, you kind of got to go up to midway to get it to lock, and then you're going to go from there. You have a couple of little detents and then all the way open. They do this with their kind of what I call their Triforce shield mechanism, which looks cool, and it is relatively easy to change. So you're going to pull that. It helps if you grab the face shield and you pull the whole thing forward, and then the triangle will, or the rotary, looks like a rotary motor there, will kind of pop out, and then you can go right back in. Great thing about the RPHA 11 and now the RPHA 12N is that they include some extras. So you get a free dark smoke face shield, and you do get a pin lock insert, which is used for fog. This is an interior lens that installs on those on the tabs on the inside to deal with fog, and it is the big one. It's the 1200 XLT. Great peripheral vision in this helmet, and their face shields are not only pin lock prep, but they're also tear off prep. So you notice the big button on the outside, that's for tear offs, because this is meant to be used performance street riding or track riding, so they give you a track ready face shield. When it locks solid, good seal around the gasket, and again, you got everything you need here to get out there and ride. You don't have to add on accessories. They do have other face shields available if you want to run them, but this one is quite good, and they're giving you 2 for that price that it's coming in at. It's very competitive. In terms of the overall design, the look of this thing, it looks great. Again, it's compact. There is the rear of it. We do have an air diffuser there, so it cleans it up at speed in a tuck. And so just slightly updated, modernized. When we get to comm systems, It is not a very dramatic helmet in terms of the shape. A lot of stuff these days, the shells have a lot of angles on them and a lot of things to compete with for comm systems. Not here. This is going to be real easy. You can use the adhesive mount. You could use a clamp mount, whatever you want to do to run your comm system. You're not going to have an issue. It also has speaker pockets on the inside, so you're good there. You do get a chin curtain. You can choose if you want to run that. If you don't want to, go ahead and remove it. Emergency quick release cheek pads. The old one had that too, but the cheek pads have been improved. We have more stitching, more panels. It's got a micro suede kind of feel in the middle and then more vinyl around the outside. So it gives it a premium feel, and it does get a better seal up under your ears. It's a little tighter on the way in, but that's keeping the whole helmet's profile nice and slim, which is why people like this helmet in the first place. D-ring closure. We're going to open this up, pull the cheek pads out. Moisture wicking, emergency release cheek pads. There they are, available in different sizes. All right, we're going to pull that out. So Bluetooth compatible, and you get a 5-year warranty on the RPHA series. Now, producer Matt, I'm going to try to remember what RPHA stands for. I believe it is Revolutionary Performance Helmet Advantage. Did I nail it? Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. Way to go, HJC. I don't know if that translated from something in Korean that sounded better, but it is a mouthful in English. Antimicrobial moisture wicking liner that will come right out here, and you can service this as needed. As it gets stinky, which it hopefully won't very fast because it is antimicrobial. There is your liner. You see how much negative space there is in that liner? That's going to allow the air to actually get on your head and scalp. When manufacturers fill that in with a bunch of mesh and crap like that, it actually hinders its ability to cool you down. It's just filler. We don't want that. Ports and channels. It's going to do its airflow thing. It's going to make you cool, and then we have a speaker pocket right there, so you can run comms. It has a nice big pocket. It's easily going to fit your biggest Pack Talk speakers, no issues. 5-year warranty. So before I got on my RPHA alphabet soup rant, RPHA series is the premium line for HJC. It is their best helmets. They put it under that RPHA signature, and these helmets carry an extra 2 years of warranty. So you get a 5-year warranty with your RPHA 12N instead of their standard 3-year warranty, which is still pretty good on the rest of the HJC lineup. So this is staying true to its roots. It is light, it is compact, it is race ready. Now with that ECE 2206, the RPHA 12N has not disappointed. We're stoked that HJC listened to the feedback, got the problem fixed, and now you have your favorite track weapon back, ready to purchase now at speedaddicts.com, or you can come on down to the Speed Addicts Superstore and see HJC in person on the world's greatest helmet wall. That's it for today. We'll see you next time to find out what's in the crate.